This is the Hyper E-Ride mountain bike. It's a Class 1 electric bike from Hyper, and it's available on Walmart's website. It normally goes for $650, but it sometimes goes on sale for around $400, and that's how I got it. So let's see if this bike is worth $650, or at least the $400 I paid for it. Let's begin with the specifications of the bike. It has a 36-volt 10-amp-hour battery for a total capacity of 280 watt-hours. Plus it has a geared hub motor in the rear capable of 250 watts of power, and a top speed of 20 miles per hour. I believe you can expect a range of around 12 miles on the highest level of pedal assist and around 14 to 16 miles on the two lower levels of pedal assist. So what about the actual bike parts? If this bike was not electric, would it be a good bicycle? Well, let's just say it's definitely a budget Walmart bike. First, the suspension fork barely has any actual suspension. It has like 30 millimeters of travel, maybe less. Second, the brakes are rim brakes, and the pads they come with aren't very good, which is why my bike doesn't have them anymore, and instead it has much better cool stop brake pads for electric bikes. Sadly, rim brakes still aren't nearly as good as disc brakes for total stopping power, but they suffice on this bike. Third, the drivetrain, as in the crank arm, and the derailleur, and the gears, and the gear shifter, aren't very good. The chain easily falls off whenever you hit a big bump, or go off the ledge of the sidewalk, and also sometimes when you are simply trying to change gears with the finicky gear shifter. Fourth, the seat. It's not a comfortable seat by any means, but it's fine for short rides. Fifth and finally, the tires. They are basic tires with zero puncture resistance, and no special details. I would not expect them to last very long. Now that we have that out of the way, what about looks? Well, it's not a bad looking bike, though it felt a little flashy with all the stickers on, and that bright green battery. So I removed all the stickers, and covered up the green battery. It's as if I turned on dark mode for the bike. Now it looks like a pretty stealthy little electric bike, mostly thanks to the small size of the motor, and the integrated battery in the frame. Though the thickness of that frame does make it a little noticeable that it's an electric bike. So, how is it to ride? Well, when out for a ride I find the pedaling with pedal assist to be a little bit mismatched. You see, the pedal assist turns on at pretty much full power no matter what mode of pedal assist you are on, rather than turning on smoothly and quickly ramping up power. On top of that, it shuts off at certain speeds rather than continuing to assist you. The other pedal assist I've used was from a rad power bike, and that bike handled pedal assist much better. When you start to pedal, it gives you an assist that's like at 50%. And it builds up to 100% in a second rather than giving it all to you instantly. Also, the pedal assist levels was based on the amount of power it gave you instead of on the top speed. For example, in this Hyperbike level 1 is 10 miles per hour, but on the Rad Bike level 1 is 150 watts of power, which feels like a better assist to me. Also on the Hyperbike, if you go over the speed limit of the level of pedal assist, the motor cuts off. But when going at the max pedal assist and going over 20 miles per hour, the pedal assist cuts off, and sometimes it doesn't turn back on for a long time after you've gone below 20 miles per hour. Personally, I just turn off and then turn it back on to reset it quickly rather than waiting for pedal assist to kick back on. Not to mention that the gearing doesn't quite match the pedal assist, so you end up pedaling too fast or too slow sometimes. And with that being said, I'd also like to mention that the second level of pedal assist, which is up to 15 miles per hour, seems like the best one to me, as that matches with the gears and my pedaling the best. Okay, so here are my final thoughts on this electric bike from Hyper. It's a good little electric bike, and I actually do like it and have enjoyed my time with it. However, for $650, I don't think it's worth it for two reasons. First, it has rim brakes instead of disc brakes, and I've seen other electric bikes for this price bringing disc brakes, which are much safer and can be upgraded to be better. Although, this bike does have mounting holes in the rear for disc brakes, so maybe it's a potential upgrade. Second, this bike is a Class 1 bike, which means no throttle. Those electric bikes that I've seen with disc brakes also have a throttle. So while I get that a lot of people just want to pedal their bikes, I think a throttle is a cheap addition that makes a humongous difference to what the bike can do. Besides, at max pedal assist, the gearing on this bike can't keep up with 20 miles per hour, so you just end up ghost pedaling anyways. So for $650, this bike is a pass, and I'd most likely be on Amazon looking for an Anchior bike with a throttle and disc brakes. But if you can find this on sale for $400 like I did, then I think you got an amazing deal. At those prices, you can't really find an electric bike unless it's one of those mini little electric bikes, which are nice, but they aren't full bikes like this one. So this Hyperbike at $400 has no competition as far as I know. Okay guys, that's it for this video. Hope you found it helpful. but if you have any questions I didn't answer, feel free to ask in the comments down below. Goodbye, and have a nice day.